What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Thursday, December 5th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, who do we have at the point guard position? I like Ben Simmons from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the Washington Wizards, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Ben Simmons has averaged 39.2 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 34 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. He scored 44, 52, and 35 fantasy points in the last 3 games, projected at 38.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's just about 5 times value. He's $8,000 DraftKings salary and $1,000 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 234 points scored in this game, so a high-scoring game and a fantastic matchup. I think Ben Simmons can triple-double in this game, so I like Ben Simmons here versus the Washington Wizards. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Norman Powell from the Toronto Raptors playing the Houston Rockets, who have the 7th worst defense overall, and they give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Norman Powell has averaged 23.5 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 28 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. But take a look at his last 3 games. He scored 38, 35, and 42 fantasy points in 34, 32, and 38 minutes. He's projected at 27.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. He's $5,100 DraftKings salary and $600 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 229.5 points scored in this game. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, and a great matchup, so I like Norman Powell here versus the Houston Rockets. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy basketball videos every single day, so if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy basketball and fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? I like James Ennis from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the Washington Wizards, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. James Ennis has averaged 14.9 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 17 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. But take a look at these last 3 games. He scored 19, 23, and 32 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 27, 26, and 21 minutes. So his minutes are up, his production is up. He's projected at 17.8 fantasy points here tonight. That's just about 5 times value. He's $3,700 DraftKings salary and the same price on FanDuel. So I love that price on both sites, especially FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 234 points scored in this game, a high-scoring game, and a great matchup. So I like James Ennis here versus the Washington Wizards. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Rui Hachimura from the Washington Wizards playing the Philadelphia 76ers. Who've got a great defense overall, and they're good against power forwards. But Hachimura has averaged 24.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 28 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. He's played 38 minutes in the last 2 games, and he scored 28 and 49 fantasy points. He's projected at 31.1 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.4 times value. He's $5,700 DraftKings salary and 100 more on FanDuel. So we know Vegas thinks there's going to be 234 points scored in this game, high scoring game, a home game, and a fast-paced game. So despite the bad matchup, I like the price, I like the potential of big production, so I like Rui Hachimura here versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the center position. I'm going to give you a value play here. I like Marc Gasol from the Toronto Raptors playing the Houston Rockets, who have the 7th worst defense overall and they're middle of the pack defending opposing centers. Marc Gasol has averaged 22.6 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 29 minutes per game with a 12% usage rate. He hasn't been great this year, but he scored 23 and 31 fantasy points in the last 2 games. He played 33 minutes last game, and they're going to need him tonight. He's projected at 27.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's 6.3 times value. He's $4,400 DraftKings salary and $1,100 more on FanDuel. So I love that DraftKings price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 229.5 points scored in this game. So a high-scoring game, a home game, a fast-paced game, and a good matchup. So I like Marc Gasol here versus the Houston Rockets. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck. Do you want more fantasy picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.